All right, I just did my very last video for my Facebook and my Instagram, just saying bye-bye for the week. And yeah, getting back to all of my people and just people that, I've been in conversations with for the week and just letting them know that I'm checking out. And yeah, I'm very anxious right now, just because I know that I'm not going to have any like technology or phone or anything for a week and kind of freaking out. So yeah, my phone's about to go off. We're about to go into orientation and meditation. I'm going to breathe because right now when I take a deep breath, I really don't feel like I'm taking a deep breath. Like I have a lot of pressure right here. My throat, my chest, I'm just like, yeah, a lot of anxiety right now. So, anyways, here we go. I'm gonna document this journey and we'll see how it goes. I'm going into this with absolutely no expectations at all. And so really looking forward to seeing what this week holds. All right. Okay, so I am on day one. Today's Sunday, and I don't know. We're getting ready for bed. So we just finished up a dinner and then meditation, and it was really cool because I've been meditating all week. So as you know, I came here on Monday for the day pass, and it was amazing. And so every single morning I have been meditating, but I'm still dealing with like that, they call it monkey brain, right? So just thoughts just going everywhere. Well, as we did it tonight, it was interesting because at first, like I'm sitting in a chair, and at first I'm feeling like it's not going well. Like my mind not so much, but like my body is just like I'm itching, and I forgot my Zyrtec, so I'm gonna be having hives. I know it because like I'm having like breakouts right now. And so I'm obviously thinking about that, and I'm sitting in the chair and I'm not comfortable, and my butt hurts and my back hurts, and like then I have this weird pain in my shoulder. And so then I'm like, you know what? No, I'm meditating, I'm meditating, I'm meditating. And I continued to go back to that. And it was really interesting at what happened because I don't know, a few minutes in, after I stopped being like crazy about my hives, I just naturally just started taking these really deep, like meaningful breaths. So like deep breaths in, deep breaths out, and my mind just like went blank. And it was really interesting because I literally, before I went into that phase or whatever it's called, I could, like when I shut my eyes, I would see black, but then it was so hard to explain. Like I would shut my eyes and I would obviously see black, but then I would like really look at the black, and like I felt like my eyeballs were just like looking straight ahead of me, but I was like just looking at the black and just like watching it, and like it was just so black. And I don't know, it was an experience. I've never really had a meditation experience like that before. It's usually really hard for me to go into anything like that. And so I'm really hoping me forgetting my Zyrtec this week is not going to be a big deal, because like right now I'm sitting here and I know like my whole hip and leg is completely broken out and I'm itching really bad. So hopefully that will tend to go away as the week goes on. So anyways, day one is down. So tomorrow is Monday, day two. All right, more to come. Bye. So you're not gonna believe this, but I'm like itching so bad right now. I just dug through my backpack thinking like maybe, because I remember one day my Zyrtec all like came out of the bottle, and I was just like, please just let me have one in there because I'm not gonna be able to sleep right now. And guess what I found? I had a Zyrtec in my backpack. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna take this today, Sunday, and we'll see how long this lasts. Usually it only lasts a couple of days, and I'm back in hives. So this might last me until maybe Wednesday. But I'm hoping by Wednesday I will be doing a lot better, and we'll see if I have to go to the store, but I'm really hoping I don't. Yay! Okay. So I just finished yoga. I barely made it through. Last night at dinner, I think I was okay, except for I had like a dessert, which was some type of custard cream, dairy, with fruit. And I'm sure there was sugar in it because it was sweet. And so that was, yeah, I had dinner, and then about 3 to 4 hours later, laying in bed and massive stomach pains. I ended up waking up again at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, stomach pains, and I just barely made it through. Like, my stomach is really hurting this morning. Got up, did meditation. It was hurting all through meditation, and it was really, really hard to like focus on my meditation because I was just so, I don't know, like just, I'm just over my stomach hurting. So I was just frustrated, I guess, with that. And then we went for tea, or they had coffee. I just had tea because I'm like, I don't know what else to do. Like, if I have coffee, is it going to make it worse? I don't know. So I had tea, like mint tea, and that didn't help. And then I just went to yoga, which thank God was like an easy yoga. But even just like doing the breathing, it hurts. Like, it hurts to do, not so much my out, like the deep breath in, but when I do my breath out and I try to like push everything out, it's hurting. And where it's hurting is like if you're my belly button to the left and then like down a little bit, that's where it's hurting. So hopefully it gets better. I did take the Zyrtec last night, just because I was like having crazy hives and itching, and like I'm crazy. Like, my feet were itching like crazy. My hip, my right hip was itching, my arms, and yeah, it was bad. So I did take the Zyrtec last night. So we'll see how long this takes. I'm gonna rest for a little bit and then go have breakfast. Bed. So I just finished the yoga, and we have like a 30-minute break. So I'm gonna take a nap, and then we have a meditation. I just pushed myself to go to the yoga because I slept for like 45 minutes before that. We had lecture from 12 to 2, and then I was just like exhausted, like falling asleep in the lecture. And so finally I just said, I'm gonna take care of me and I'm gonna go nap. And I should have stayed in bed during yoga too. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just stayed here. So my stomach still hurts a lot, and I'm gonna take another nap. So here I am, about to go back to bed. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. It's almost 8. But yeah, they were all watching a movie upstairs, and I'm learning to like not just stay in a situation that I really don't want to be in. So it was a great movie, but I was tired, and I was like struggling trying to keep my eyes open. And I just said, this is not for me, and I'm gonna go shower and go to bed, and that's what I'm doing. And I feel really good about making that decision. I guess I find myself a lot staying in situations because I've committed to it, or because I said I would, when really, like, I said I would go watch the movie, but I didn't really want to watch the movie. So why am I continuing to watch the movie? So I realized that I didn't want to watch the movie anymore. So I came downstairs and did what I wanted to do, which was shower and go to bed. So yeah, I don't know, I guess just when you're away from all of your devices, your technology, other people that you care about, that you're always thinking about and looking after as well, and it's really just about you or just about me in this situation. Like, there's 8 other people here, but like what I'm doing this week has no effect on them. Like, I'm probably not even gonna ever see them again. And so it's not about, you know, making friends or showing up a certain way for them. It's about, what do I want to do? And I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do this week. And right now, that is reading my book and going to bed. So today is Tuesday. I feel much, much better. Yesterday was very, very difficult and lots of pain and stomach and just not feeling well. And today I'm much like, I just had breakfast. I had a great meditation. I had a great yoga and went for a little walk in the gardens, I would say, and just kind of looked at the butterflies and the bees and the birds and all that stuff. And so yeah, I feel good. I'm just gonna read for a little bit and just kind of relax, because today for some reason I'm thinking about business a lot, and so I'm just trying to like turn that off and do what I can to just again go back inward and focus on my health. And so that's what I'll be doing today. We just finished a yoga session, which I've never actually experienced yoga like that. It was more of, I don't know, we just laid there and she guided us. It was more of like a hypnosis, I would say. This is the place I'm staying at. Can you guys tell anything about it? It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's 3 acres of land. It's really a phenomenal spot. So yeah, just wanted to, I'm finally feeling better, guys. Finally feeling better. Gosh, yesterday was terrible, but today it's much, much better. And just working my best, and I don't want to say try, because I'm trying to give up try, but shoulda, woulda, and coulda. That's the 5 words that I'm going to give up. I'm not going to try to give them up. I'm going to give them up. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on, and just really figuring out what I want, like really what I want, like who am I? What do I want? Where do I see like me fitting into the world, and who am I going to help, and what is that going to look like? And gosh, there's just so many questions. I don't know if you ever have questions like this, but it's like, do you ever question yourself? Like, why are you here? You know, like what purpose do you serve? That's really what we've been questioning ourselves all week. You know, why are we here? What are you grateful for? That's another thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go out for a walk and spend a little time in nature. For just coloring and staying in the lines, which was interesting. It did like take my mind, like calm my mind down, it calmed my mind down. And I really just focused on that. So that was cool. Just got back to my room, about to get ready for bed. And I did eat eggplant tonight, and eggplant is, what do they call it? A nightshade. And I'm actually not really supposed to have that. So I'm kind of bloated tonight. So, yeah, I guess I can't have eggplant. And I also had a bite of their olive oil cake, but like literally it was a bite. So, and I had had that before and I didn't get bloated. So I think it was the eggplant that got me tonight. So guess no more eggplant. I'm learning my body as I go. Just went out for another walk and it's so gorgeous today. I was actually going to find the horses. Someone said that there was wild horses up there, but I only had 20 minutes, so I couldn't go very far, but feeling good today. Meditation wasn't so great this morning. I couldn't control my thoughts. I was just like all over the place. I did, find myself pulling them back in, but I just got lost so many times, and I was just like out in La La Land and forgetting to do the soul hum and all that stuff. So yeah, meditation wasn't great, but whatever, like I got through it. Yoga was really good. I found my mind to be calmer at yoga this time than actually the meditation. So that was interesting. And today is Wednesday, by the way. So headed back to the center for lunch. And yeah, I'm hungry. It's like, what time is it? It's almost 10, I think. I think we eat at 10. So I'll eat and then shower and go into the lecture for the day. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day, right? We're in the middle of this thing. So this is really interesting. Did you know that when it rains too much, the pomegranate trees, they like get in shock and all of the pomegranates open. Look at that. And they just leave them like this for the birds. It's really good for the birds because they love them. Isn't that interesting though? Like every one of them are busted open. So I heard there was wild horses up here somewhere. Literally, they're just here. They came up for some water. The guy behind me over here has a tub that he fills every day for water for them. And they come up and they have water. And then I'm just kind of sitting on the curb, just watching them. They're just chilling. They're just relaxing. It's very relaxing. There's butterflies and bees and All kinds of little insects flying around me right now. It's gorgeous. What is it? You gonna come see me? Your curiosity just got a hold of you, huh? It's okay. Yeah, the phone. It's a phone. Yeah. Hey. So it was just really interesting to have that encounter with a wild horse. Like, I've never actually been close to a wild horse. You know, I've maybe seen them like in the distance, but I've never been super close to one. And for the baby to have that much curiosity and to want to come over and like see what my phone was and like sniff my hand, like that was super cool. And it just takes me back to, you know, how we were here, and it's like that bliss that a child has, you know, up until they're 2 or 3 years old, and it's just joyous, and their smile, and like they don't care about what anyone thinks of them. They don't, you know, they haven't been, you know, wrapped up in life or anything like that yet. And a child under 3 years old, they're just them. They're just being, and they're joyous, and they're happy, and most of the time happy. And you know, it's all about, I'm either, if I'm not happy, I'm hungry, or I'm thirsty, or I have a wet diaper, right? And for those horses out there a while ago, it was kind of the same. Like, you could tell they were just content, you know, they were content. They found some shade, and they propped their leg up and wanted to just stand in the shade. And that is really cool, because they're, you know, they're wild, and they were just happy-go-lucky, just eating some dried weeds and getting a little shade and getting a little water, and they're good for the next few hours, right? So maybe take some of that in and think about, you know, what is it that we really need? What is it that we really want? And maybe we can take a little bit of that from the wild horses. Of 4 flowers, and I forget the name of the flowers, but I'll show you the tree over here in a few minutes. So you literally just boil the flowers with like 4 flowers in some water, boil it, it comes up with this color, okay? She added a little mint and just a little cane sugar, and I want to show you, if you do not add the mint, then it turns like a really pretty pink color. She said this one was not going to be as vivid because she didn't add, or she added the, oh, it's turning, can you see it? Look at this. So I'm adding lime, actually. This is not lemon, this is lime. Can you see it? How cool is that? And it's so good. So this drink really helps with anxiety, and it really helps to like calm you down. So here we go. I'm going to zen out. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to tell you what that tastes like. Floral. Yeah, it tastes like a flower. Maybe because it is a flower. Or maybe that's just my mind saying I'm drinking a flower. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious. So I'll show you the plant. I'll get you the name of this, and you have to try it. You absolutely have to try it. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we just did. So we just ate our breakfast, or I would say brunch, in silence, and literally no talking. I really actually liked it a lot. I've done like silent retreats, but only for like a day at a time, right? So like a day out of the entire retreat, it'll be in silence, which is actually what we're going to be doing tomorrow. But today during breakfast, we ate in silence. And what I liked about it was that you're actually chewing. Like for me, I was concentrating on chewing my food and making sure, everything was in its, perfect condition going down, to feed my body the most nutrients as possible. And so I was really focusing on that. I was a lot more aware to the nature, the birds and the bees and like everything flying around, and watching for the whales and looking for the wild horses in the canyons, and just really noticing a lot more about where I was and nature. And it was really, really nice. Just to kind of be one with nature and be one with your food, and taste the taste, and really focus on nourishing your body. And so I enjoyed it. I would like to incorporate that maybe like one night a week, just eat in silence, with myself or with Alex, so it doesn't matter. But I think that would be really, really good. And then also just sitting for like 5 minutes after you eat in silence, and just letting your food digest, and just relax and let, nature do its work and digest that food correctly. I can't tell you how many times I'm just like scarfing down my food because I don't have really time to eat. And then I'm standing up eating, and then I'm running off to do another call or whatever. And that's not good for you. And so I'm really going to be more present when it comes to mealtime, and really focusing on, what can I do better to feed my body and to, bring the most nutrients as possible to my body. Because what is it about? It's about keeping your body healthy. If you don't have the health, then there's no way you can have the wealth. There's no way you can keep, going and pushing, because eventually your body's going to give out on you. And that's what I've experienced the last few weeks, last few years, honestly. But it's been, the pain's been there, the hives have been there, the throat issue has been there, but it wasn't until the pain came, like the physical pain in my stomach came, that's when I actually took a stand and said, there's something wrong, and I'm going to fix this. And what I'm learning is that it's not really physically wrong. It's mental, right? And a lot of it has to do with the stress, and with doing the stuff that you don't even think that can be that havoc on your body. It is, like I just said, eating standing up, and then running to your next meeting, and not letting your food digest. And, I'm learning so much this week. So much. There's this thing called the Ayurvedic. I don't know if I said that right. Ayurvedic. And it's just genius about, there's 3 different types of person, and each type of person, likes different things, and you should be eating different things, and you should be exercising at different times, and going to bed at different times. And like, it's amazing, because it kind of falls right in line with the bank, technology, with the code breaker, and whatever code you are, whatever personality style you are, it really falls in line with that. And so I'm looking forward to learning a lot more about this style of life, I guess I would call it, style of life. And of course, I'll be sharing with you guys along the way. Okay, enjoy. what is today? Day 6, I guess. Today is Saturday, and yesterday, Friday, we did Silent Day. And I just want to tell you, that was probably my favorite day. Oh my gosh, I had so many breakthroughs yesterday just from being silent. And one of them, I'll tell you, was just really thinking about what I would have said, wanted to say to other people, but actually having time to reflect on that and say, would that actually have helped them or helped the situation at all? Or was I just saying it? And so it was really good just to have that time to really go inward and reflect and know that sometimes I say stuff that either shouldn't be said at all, it served no purpose at all, or maybe it hurt someone's feelings, right? So it was really good just to have that self-awareness, I guess you would call it. So that I really enjoyed that. And you know, I went to that little walking thing, I forget what it's called. But I did that and I released all of that. And that was really freeing as well. You know, walking and thinking about all the times that maybe I had said something, or, you know, I got annoyed or I got frustrated very quickly. And it wasn't the other person's fault at all. It was just the fact that I was thinking about something else. I was doing something else. I was trying to focus, and it's very, very hard for me to focus. And so if I ever do, you know, get my focus or even try to get my focus and someone interrupts that, I like bite their head off, and it's not their fault. And sometimes they're coming in to ask me if I want lunch or if I want a coffee, and I'm like, it's not their fault. They're coming in loving me, and I'm just like attacking them for no reason. It's not their fault. It's my fault. So I've been reading a really good book. I'll put some of that in here as well. I've been reading, oh my God, like 3 good books. The one that I read today, like I read the entire book today, was one that was all about our thoughts. And you can either choose peace and love, or you can choose fear and anger. So everything is either love or fear, and it's a matter of like how you address the situation or the conflict as to, you know, what that outcome is going to be. Because what does it matter if you're trying to be right about something when all it's going to do is cause stress, you know, cause anger, cause all these negative emotions? What's the point of that? And so it was a really, really good book. I'll put some of the things I learned in this video as well. Another book that I've been reading is this one here. It's called Perfect Health. It's a Chopra book, Deepak Chopra, and it's amazing. It's all about the Ayurveda, to balance the body, the mind, the soul, the spirit, and it has a lot to do with food, and it's kind of going right along with what I've been experiencing because I've been on the low FODMAP diet. So low FODMAP is like a whole laundry list of things that I cannot have, and then a list of things that I can have. And unfortunately, a lot of the things on the I cannot have list are things that I love, things that I eat on sometimes a daily basis, and it's vegetables that I always thought were good for me, like broccoli, asparagus, mushrooms, eggplant, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. Like, these are foods that I love. They're always a side dish to every meal that I have, especially dinner. I put a lot of that into like my eggs in the morning if I eat breakfast. If I'm having a salad, I'm always putting on like all the mushrooms and all the goodness, just loading that thing up, thinking that that was all really good for me. And in reality, those things are not good for me. Those things are things that I have to eliminate for the time being to see what's causing my pain in my stomach. But this book went even deeper. So the type of person I am, I guess you would call it, is a Pitta person. I know this is going to sound crazy, but the Pitta cannot have nightshades. So nightshades actually cause the bloating, and it causes the stomach pain. And that's exactly what I'm experiencing. So nightshades are tomatoes, potatoes, what else? Eggplant. Like, I eat a boatload of tomatoes, number one. I eat a fair share of eggplant. I just learned how to like
kind of saute fry it, and it's so good, but now I can't have that either. But it's just really interesting to learn about all this and learn about the foods that are used to cool a pita down. So a pita is very hot on the inside. A kaffa is very cool on the inside. It's more like watery, flowy, right? And then the veda is just kind of airy. So the pita is more like the fiery person. I'm a mixture. I'm like pita veda. So I'm like fiery, airy. I'm not watery. So anyways, this is what this book is what that's talking about. And there's all kinds of foods you eat. There's certain, times during the day that you don't really want to be exercising. There's certain times that you should be going to sleep. I mean, it's a lot. And look, I'm not even halfway through the book yet. So when I finish the book, I'll definitely do like another book report. But for right now, I'm absolutely loving this. And tomorrow's our last day. Tomorrow we'll wrap up 7 days, and I haven't had coffee in 7 days, which is a huge stepping stone for me. I have not taken any of my antihistamines, so I take Zyrtec or Claritin about every 3 days to control the hives. And the last one I took was on Sunday night, and I have not had one since. Now on Wednesday, I did start to feel a little heat in certain areas around my lips, and when I feel the heat, it gets a little red. I didn't look to see if it was red because we were doing other stuff, but I could definitely feel it, and it was only there for a couple of minutes. I haven't really had like a big hive outbreak. Now today I did have a little bit of one when I was, just a little bit ago, right before I was getting in the shower. I just got out of the shower. Right before I was getting in the shower, I started to have one kind of on my back, and it was itching, it was hot, and I just kind of rubbed it a little bit and it went away. But yeah, that's 6 days with no antihistamine medication, so that's really cool. Obviously we've done vegetarian, so no meat this entire time either, and I've been having a lot of ghee. So ghee we've been adding to all of my herbal teas. I've been having a lot of mint tea, green tea, and chamomile tea at night, sometimes mint tea at night depending on how my stomach's doing. So I've been doing a lot of that, and then adding the ghee, and the ghee is supposed to help with cholesterol as well. And so that is, the doctor said, when I went in, 3 weeks ago, that I had super high cholesterol. Never had high cholesterol before, but I guess I do. So he did blood work. So I've been doing a lot of that, and I'll probably go back in a week or so and get my blood work done again and see what's changed with that. So yeah, and the only day that I turned my phone on was on Thursday, and that was only to call my mom and Alex, and that was it. And then the phone went right back off. And so it's been very freeing to not have a device. And honestly, like tomorrow I go back into the real world, and I don't really want to like check my Instagram or anything like that. I don't know, like I'm enjoying this freedom. I'm enjoying this time of just being with myself and not worrying about anyone else, not worrying about how many comments I got or whatever, So yeah, I would say it's been a great week. Definitely have some ideas about maybe doing some type of retreats here for other people, in the real estate space that feel like they can never get a break. They can never take time off. They can never put their phone down. That crazy, chaotic realtor that we talk about that is always on call. And those people need a break too. So let me know what you think. If you would enjoy coming to a place like this for 3-4 days, maybe even a week, I would like to gauge that. And just let me know, is that something that you would even think about? And if so, why? And if not, why? It wouldn't have to be absolutely no technology, because I know that's hard. But at least, maybe only technology in your room or something like that, but still going to all of the different meditations and yoga and I don't know, just a bunch of amazing soul healing experiences. That's what I'm after right now. What are the soul healing experiences? So enough of that. Hope y'all have enjoyed this week. Tomorrow is the last day, and I look forward to doing another video tomorrow and letting you know how I'm feeling tomorrow. Okay, bye. So that is called foot reflexology. And there was definitely a couple of times where I was walking and crazy amounts of pain shot through my body. One was like right under my pinky toe that I noticed like a lot, almost like electrical waves. So I'm not quite sure, what that pressure point means, but now I want to go look at a book or something and figure out what that meant. So yeah, that was the walking foot reflexology.
Well, that's a wrap, guys. Today is Sunday. This is the last day, and I'm all packed up and ready to go home. So, yeah, what I'm most nervous about is keeping this feeling, this feeling of just blitz. I don't even know what else to call it. To go an entire week with no overwhelm feeling and, anxiety, stress, nothing at all, because my phone's been off, I guess. But yeah, just like taking care of me, listening to my body. That's been a huge lesson for me this week, is just listening to what my body wants, what my body needs, and actually like giving it that, right? So if I needed to take a nap, I took a nap. And then I woke up absolutely amazing. So a few things that, I am going to be incorporating is obviously meditating every single day. They told us about this app called Insight Timer, and it's a meditation app. And so I've downloaded that. I'm going to be using that daily. I'm not going to say what I'm committing to at the moment, but I'm going to say it's going to be no less than 10 minutes a day, every single day. So yeah, that's one of my commitments. And really it's just stopping and thinking and reflecting before I speak is probably going to be the hardest thing, at least for me, and just making sure that whatever I am saying is positive and encouraging to others, and it's something that should in fact be said. So yeah, that's just a few things that I'm taking away from this week, and I'm going to continue down this healing journey of my body. And today makes 7 days that I have not had an antihistamine pill. And yeah, I've had some hives, but nothing like terrible, nothing that I can't, well, I wouldn't say I can live with it, because I hate it. But at the same time, I'm not like digging my skin out. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But anyways, so yeah, I'm continuing down the Ayurvedic health food route, and also I'm going to be incorporating some herbs and stuff like that. I don't know which ones yet, because this is kind of all new for me. But leaving here, I do feel a lot more grounded, and now it's just a matter of really just sitting and figuring out like what comes first. What's the most important? What do I do first? And then the next step, and then the next step, and try not to get overwhelmed and really focus on what's the most important at that moment. So that's my task. That's what I'm going to be working on this week. So yeah, all in all, this center is amazing. I would love to do a retreat here for other real estate people, professionals that are feeling overwhelmed and overworked and just a little chaotic. So sometimes we need that break. And this is definitely a fantastic place to take a break. So until next time, see you later. Bye.